If you watch this video until the end, you will definitely pass your theory test on the first attempt. This is the latest official DVSA-style questions video out there. Today, we will go through 100 essential mock test questions, with the last 5 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Now, let's get started. Question 1. Why should you reduce your speed here? Answer is D. A staggered junction is ahead. Traffic could be turning off or pulling out ahead of you, to the left or right. Vehicles turning left will be slowing down before the junction, and any vehicles turning right may have to stop to allow oncoming traffic to clear. Be prepared for this, as you might have to slow down or stop behind them. Question 2. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Cycle route ahead. More people are cycling today, and cycle routes are being extended in our towns and cities to provide safe cycling routes. Respect the presence of cyclists on the road and give them plenty of room if you need to pass. Question 3. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. End of minimum speed. The red slash through the sign indicates that the restriction has ended. In this case, the restriction was a minimum speed limit of 30 miles per hour. Question 4. A single carriageway road has this sign. What's the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? Answer is D. 50 miles per hour. When you're towing a trailer, a reduced speed limit also applies on dual carriageways and motorways. These lower speed limits apply to vehicles pulling all sorts of trailers, including caravans and horseboxes. Question 5. What shape are traffic signs giving orders? Answer is D. Road signs in the shape of a circle give orders. Those with a red circle are mostly prohibitive. The stop sign is octagonal to give it greater prominence. Signs giving orders must always be obeyed. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. Which vehicle will use a blue flashing beacon? Answer is C. Bomb disposal. Emergency vehicles use blue flashing lights. If you see or hear one, move out of its way as soon as it's safe and legal to do so. Question 7. What style of driving causes increased risk to everyone? Answer is C. Competitive. Competitive driving increases the risks to everyone and is the opposite of responsible, considerate, and defensive driving. Defensive driving is about questioning the actions of other road users and being prepared for the unexpected. Don't be taken by surprise. Question 8. Why is it a good idea to plan your journey to avoid busy times? Answer is D. You'll have an easier journey. No one likes to spend time in traffic queues. Try to avoid busy times related to school or work travel. Question 9. What can be damaged if you turn the steering wheel when the car isn't moving? Answer is B. The tires. Turning the steering wheel when the car isn't moving is known as dry steering. It can cause unnecessary wear to the tires and steering mechanism. Question 10. What may help to deter a thief from stealing your car? Answer is D. Etching the registration number on the windows. Having your car registration number etched on all your windows is a cheap and effective way to deter professional car thieves. Question 11. What should you do if the red lights start flashing as you approach a level crossing? Answer is C. Stop before the barrier. At level crossings, the red lights flash before and while the barrier is down. At most crossings, an amber light will precede the red lights. You must stop behind the white line unless you've already crossed it when the amber light comes on. Don't be tempted to zigzag around half barriers. Question 12. A driver's behavior has upset you. How can you get over this incident safely? Answer is A. Stop and take a break. If you feel yourself becoming tense or upset, stop in a safe place and take a break. Tiredness can make things worse and may cause a different reaction to upsetting situations. Question 13. Why are place names painted on the road surface? Answer is C. To help you select the correct lane in good time. The names of towns and cities may be painted on the road at busy junctions and complex road systems. They guide you into the correct lane in good time, allowing traffic to flow more freely. Question 14. You're invited to a pub lunch. What should you do if you know that you'll have to drive in the evening? Answer is B. Don't drink any alcohol at all. Alcohol will stay in your body for several hours and may make you unfit to drive later in the day. Drinking during the day will also affect your performance at work or study. Question 15. What can seriously reduce your ability to concentrate? Answer is A. Drugs. Both recreational drugs and prescribed medicine can affect your concentration. It's also an offense to drive with certain drugs in your body, and a positive test could lead to a conviction. Question 16. What hazard should you be aware of when traveling along this street? Answer is C. Children running out between vehicles. On roads where there are many parked vehicles, you might not be able to see children between parked cars, and they may run out into the road without looking. Question 17. What does this signal from a police officer mean to oncoming traffic? Answer is C. Stop. Police officers may need to direct traffic, for example, at a junction where the traffic lights have broken down. Check your copy of the highway code for the signals that they use. Question 18. You're driving on a road with several lanes. What do these signs above the lanes mean? Answer is B. The two left lanes are open. On some busy roads, lane control signals are used to vary the number of lanes available to give priority to the main traffic flow. A green arrow indicates that the lane is available to traffic facing the signal. A white diagonal arrow means that the lane is closed ahead and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. A red cross means that the lane is closed to traffic facing the signal. Question 19. What will become more expensive after you've been convicted of driving while unfit through drink or drugs? Answer is C. Insurance premiums. You've shown that you're a risk to yourself and others on the road. For this reason, insurance companies may charge you a higher premium. Question 20. Why should the junction on the left be kept clear? Answer is A. To allow vehicles to enter and emerge. You should always try to keep junctions clear. If you're in queuing traffic, make sure that when you stop you leave enough space for traffic to flow in and out of the junction. Question 21. Why could it be dangerous to keep the clutch down or select neutral for long periods of time while you're driving? Answer is B. You'll have less steering and braking control. Don't travel in icy or snowy weather unless your journey is essential. Drive extremely carefully when roads are or may be icy. Stopping distances can be 10 times greater than on dry roads. Question 22. You're driving on an icy road. What distance from the car in front should you drive? Answer is B. 10 times the normal distance. Letting your vehicle roll or coast in neutral reduces your control over steering and braking. This can be dangerous on downhill slopes, where your vehicle could pick up speed quickly. Question 23. What color are the reflective studs between a motorway and a slip road? Answer is D. Green. The studs between the carriageway and the hard shoulder are normally red. These change to green where there's a slip road, helping you to identify slip roads when visibility is poor or when it's dark. Question 24. On a 3-lane motorway, which lane should you use if there's no traffic ahead? Answer is D. Left. On a 3-lane motorway, you should travel in the left-hand lane unless you're overtaking. This applies regardless of the speed at which you're traveling. Question 25. You're in the right-hand lane of a 3-lane motorway. What do these overhead signs mean? Answer is D. Move to the left and reduce your speed to 50 miles per hour. You must obey these signs even if there appear to be no problems ahead. There could be queuing traffic or another hazard that you can't see yet. Question 26. Why would you fit chains to your wheels? Answer is C. To help prevent skidding in deep snow. Chains can be fitted to your wheels in snowy conditions. They can help you to move off without wheel spin, or to keep moving in deep snow. You'll still need to adjust your driving to suit these conditions. Question 27. You're traveling along a motorway. Where would you find a crawler or climbing lane? Answer is A. On a steep gradient. Large, slow-moving vehicles can hinder the progress of other traffic. On a steep gradient, an extra crawler lane may be provided for slow-moving vehicles to allow faster-moving traffic to flow more easily. Question 28. You're on a motorway. The hard shoulder is not being used as a running lane. When should you use the hard shoulder? Answer is B. When you're stopping in an emergency. Don't use the hard shoulder for stopping unless it's an emergency. If you want to stop for any other reason, go to the next exit or service area. Question 29. What helps to reduce traffic bunching on a motorway? Answer is B. Variable speed limits. Congestion can be reduced by keeping traffic at a constant speed. At busy times, maximum speed limits are displayed on overhead gantries. These can be varied quickly, depending on the amount of traffic. By keeping to a constant speed on busy sections of motorway, overall journey times are normally improved. Question 30. You're looking for somewhere to park at night. When may you park on the right-hand side of the road? Answer is A. When you're in a one-way street. Red rear reflectors show up when headlights shine on them. These are useful when you're parked at night, but they'll only reflect if you park in the same direction as the traffic flow. Normally you should park on the left, but in a one-way street you may also park on the right-hand side of the road. Question 31. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Lane for heavy and slow vehicles. Where there's a long, steep, uphill gradient on a motorway, a crawler lane may be provided. This helps the traffic to flow by diverting the slower heavy vehicles into a dedicated lane on the left. Question 32. What does a red traffic light mean? Answer is A. You must stop and wait behind the stop line. Whatever light is showing, you should know which light is going to appear next and be able to take appropriate action. For example, when amber is showing on its own, you'll know that red will appear next. This should give you ample time to anticipate and respond safely. Question 33. When may you cross a double solid white line in the middle of the road? Answer is D. To pass a road maintenance vehicle traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. You may cross the solid white line to pass a stationary vehicle or to pass a pedal cycle, horse or road maintenance vehicle if it's traveling at 10 miles per hour or less. You may also cross the solid white line to enter a side road or access a property. Question 34. What does this arm signal mean? Answer is B. The driver intends to turn left. There might be an occasion where another driver uses an arm signal. This may be because the vehicle's indicators are obscured by other traffic. In order for such signals to be effective, all drivers should know their meaning. Be aware that the left turn signal might look similar to the slowing down signal. Question 35. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is A. Temporary maximum speed 50 miles per hour. Look out for signs above your lane or on the central reservation. These will give you important information or warnings about the road ahead. To allow for the high speed of motorway traffic, these signs may light up some distance from any hazard. Don't ignore the signs just because the road looks clear to you. Question 36. Which of these signs warns you of a zebra crossing? Answer is A. Look well ahead and check the pavements and surrounding areas for pedestrians. Look for anyone walking towards the crossing. Check your mirrors for traffic behind, in case you have to slow down or stop. Question 37. What should you be aware of if you've just passed this sign? Answer is D. All traffic is going one way. In a one-way system, traffic may pass you on either side. Always be aware of all traffic signs and understand their meaning. Look well ahead and react to them in good time. Question 38. You're waiting at a T-junction. What should you do if a vehicle is coming from the right, with its left indicator flashing? Answer is C. Wait until the vehicle starts to turn in. Other road users may give misleading signals. When you're waiting at a junction, don't emerge until you're sure of their intentions. Question 39. What information is found on a vehicle registration document? Answer is D. The registered keeper. Every vehicle used on the road has a registration document. This shows the vehicle's details, including date of first registration, registration number, registered keeper, previous keeper, make of vehicle, engine size, chassis number, year of manufacture and color. Question 40. You're going through a long tunnel. What will warn you of congestion or an incident ahead? Answer is C. Variable message signs. Follow the instructions given by the signs or by tunnel officials. In congested tunnels, a minor incident can soon turn into a major one, with serious or even fatal results. Question 41. You arrive at the scene of a motorcycle crash. The rider is injured. When should their helmet be removed? Answer is D. Only when it's essential. Don't remove a motorcyclist's helmet unless it's essential. Remember, they may be suffering from shock. Don't give them anything to eat or drink, but do reassure them confidently. Question 42. A collision has just happened. An injured person is lying in a busy road. What's the first thing you should do? Answer is D. Warn other traffic. The most immediate danger is further collisions and fire. You could warn other traffic by switching on hazard warning lights, displaying an advance warning triangle or sign, but not on a motorway, or by any other means that doesn't put you or others at risk. Question 43. What should you do if a tire bursts while you're driving? Answer is D. Pull up slowly at the side of the road. A tire bursting can lead to a loss of control, especially if you're traveling at high speed. Using the correct procedure should help you to stop the vehicle safely. Question 44. What should you do if your vehicle has a puncture on a motorway? Answer is D. Pull up on the hard shoulder or in an emergency refuge area and call for assistance. Pull up on the hard shoulder or in an emergency area and call for assistance. Don't attempt to repair your vehicle while it's on the hard shoulder, because of the risk posed by traffic passing at high speeds. Question 45. You lose control of your car and damage a garden wall. What must you do if the property owner isn't available? Answer is B. Report the incident to the police within 24 hours. If the property owner isn't available at the time, you must inform the police about the incident. This should be done as soon as possible, and in any case within 24 hours. Question 46. For how long is an MOT certificate normally valid? Answer is B. 1 year after the date it was issued. Some garages will remind you that your vehicle is due for its annual MOT test, but not all do. To ensure continuous cover, you may take your vehicle for its MOT up to 1 month before its existing MOT certificate expires. The expiry date on the new certificate will be 12 months after the expiry date on the old certificate. Question 47. What does it mean if your insurance policy has an excess of £500? Answer is D. You'll have to pay the first £500 of the cost of any claim. Having an excess on your policy will help to keep the premium down. However, if you make a claim, you'll have to pay the excess yourself, in this case, £500. Question 48. At an incident, it's important to look after any casualties. What should you do with them when the area is safe? Answer is C. Keep them where they are. When the area is safe and there's no danger from other traffic or fire, it's better not to move casualties. Moving them may cause further injury. Question 49. You're at the scene of an incident. How could you help someone who's suffering from shock? Answer is B. Reassure them confidently. If someone is suffering from shock, try to keep them warm and as comfortable as you can. Don't give them anything to eat or drink, but reassure them confidently and try not to leave them alone. Question 50. How will a heavy load on your roof rack affect your vehicle's handling? Answer is A. It will reduce stability. A heavy load on your roof rack will reduce the stability of the vehicle because it moves the center of gravity away from that designed by the manufacturer. Be aware of this when you drive round bends and corners. If you change direction at speed, your vehicle and/or load could become unstable and you could lose control. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Watch this 20 seconds video clip with focus. Question 1. As you approach the roundabout, there's a sign showing a single white bar on a green background. What does this sign tell you? Answer is D. The roundabout is 100 yards ahead. As you approach a roundabout or a junction, you'll often see signs displaying white bars. These are called countdown markers and they tell you how far it is to the junction. Each bar represents 100 yards. So 3 white bars represent 300 yards, 2 white bars represent 200 yards, 1 white bar represents 100 yards. The background color will depend on what kind of road you're driving along. For example, it's blue for motorways and green for primary routes. Question 2. As you approach the roundabout, you want to change lanes. What routine should you follow? Answer is A. Mirrors, signal, maneuver. Before you change lanes, you should think about how your action will affect other drivers. Use your mirrors to check what's behind you, as well as keeping an eye on what's ahead of you. Give a signal to let other road users know the direction you intend to move in. And, when it's safe, you can change lanes. Question 3. You want to travel on the A61. Which lane should you use at the roundabout? Answer is B. Either the left lane or middle lane. As you approach a large or complex roundabout, you'll see a sign telling you the layout of the roundabout and route directions. Use this to choose the lane you need. If there are multiple lanes, there'll often be route numbers marked on the road to help you select the right lane. Get into the lane you need in plenty of time. Don't straddle lanes and avoid changing lanes at the last moment. Question 4. You are traveling on a road and spot this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is D. No vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown. This is a regulatory sign with a red circle suggesting some sort of prohibition. The sign tells you that no vehicles or combinations of vehicles over maximum length shown are allowed. Question 5. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Parking place for buses only, no time limit. This sign means that this is a parking place for buses only, no time limit. Question 6. There are objects hanging from your interior mirror. Why could this be a hazard? Answer is A. Your view could be obstructed. Ensure that you can see clearly through the windscreen of your vehicle. Stickers or hanging objects could obstruct your view or draw your attention away from the road. Question 7. You're traveling along this road. How should you pass the cyclist? Answer is D. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. Allow the cyclist plenty of room in case they wobble or swerve around a pothole or raised drain. Look well ahead before you start to overtake, because you'll need to cross the hazard line. Look for entrances where vehicles could be waiting to pull out. Question 8. What's the minimum time gap you should leave when following a vehicle on a wet road? Answer is A. 4 seconds. Water will reduce your tire's grip on the road. The safe separation gap of at least 2 seconds in dry conditions should be doubled to at least 4 seconds in wet weather. Question 9. When will your vehicle use more fuel? Answer is B. When its tires are underinflated. Check your tire pressures frequently, normally once a week. If they're lower than those recommended by the manufacturer, there will be more rolling resistance. The engine will have to work harder to overcome this, leading to increased fuel consumption. Question 10. What should you do if your vehicle pulls to one side when you use the brakes? Answer is D. Have the brakes checked as soon as possible. The brakes on your vehicle must be effective and properly adjusted. If your vehicle pulls to one side when braking, take it to be checked by a qualified mechanic as soon as you can. Question 11. How can you avoid wasting fuel? Answer is A. By having your vehicle serviced regularly. If you don't have your vehicle serviced regularly, the engine will gradually become less efficient. This will cause increased fuel consumption and, in turn, an increase in the amount of harmful emissions it produces. Question 12. Why should you try and park in a secure car park? Answer is D. It helps deter thieves. Whenever possible, leave your car in a secure car park. This will help deter thieves. Question 13. On a vehicle, where would you find a catalytic converter? Answer is C. On the exhaust system. Although carbon dioxide is still produced, a catalytic converter fitted to the exhaust system reduces the toxic and polluting gases by up to 90%. Question 14. You want to put a rear-facing baby seat on the front passenger seat. What must you do if the passenger seat is protected by a frontal airbag? Answer is B. Deactivate the airbag. It's illegal to fit a rear-facing baby seat into a passenger seat protected by an active frontal airbag. If the airbag activates, it could cause serious injury or even death to the child. You must secure it in a different seat or deactivate the relevant airbag. Follow the manufacturer's advice when fitting a baby seat. Question 15. What should the driver of the grey car be especially aware of? Answer is D. Doors opening on parked cars. When passing parked cars, there's a risk that a driver or passenger may not check before opening the door into the road. A defensive driver will drive slowly and be looking for people who may be about to get out of their car. Question 16. What's the main hazard the driver of the red car, arrowed, should be aware of? Answer is A. The bus may move out into the road. If you can do so safely, give way to buses signaling to move off at bus stops. Try to anticipate the actions of other road users around you. The driver of the red car should be prepared for the bus pulling out. As you approach a bus stop, look to see how many passengers are waiting to board. If the last one has just got on, the bus is likely to move off. Question 17. What does the solid white line at the side of the road indicate? Answer is A. Edge of the carriageway. The continuous white line shows the edge of the carriageway. It can be especially useful when visibility is restricted, such as at night or in bad weather. It's discontinued in some places, for example, at junctions, lay-bys, entrances, or other openings. Question 18. You're about to drive home. What should you do if you feel very tired and have a severe headache? Answer is B. Wait until you're fit and well before driving. All of your concentration should be on your driving. Any pain you feel will distract you, and you should avoid driving when drowsy. The safest course of action is to wait until you've rested and are feeling better before starting your journey. Question 19. What can you do to help prevent tiredness on a long journey? Answer is D. Take regular refreshment breaks. Long-distance driving can be boring. This, coupled with a stuffy, warm vehicle, can make you feel tired and sleepy. Make sure you take rest breaks to help you stay awake and alert. Stop in a safe place before you get to the stage of fighting sleep. Question 20. How does drinking alcohol affect your driving behavior? Answer is A. It increases confidence. Alcohol can increase confidence to a point where your driving behavior might become out of character. Sensible behavior might change to risk-taking behavior. Never let yourself or your friends get into this situation. Question 21. Do you need to plan rest stops when you're planning a long journey? Answer is D. Yes, regular stops help concentration. Try to plan your journey so that you can take rest stops. It's recommended that you take a break of at least 15 minutes after every 2 hours of driving or riding. This should help to maintain your concentration. Question 22. You're following a slower moving vehicle. What should you do if there's a junction just ahead on the right? Answer is D. Only consider overtaking when you're past the junction. You should never overtake as you approach a junction. If a vehicle emerged from the junction while you were overtaking, a dangerous situation could develop very quickly. Question 23. What type of vehicle displays this yellow sign? Answer is A. A school bus. Buses which carry children to and from school may stop at places other than scheduled bus stops. Be aware that they might pull over at any time to allow children to get on or off. This will normally be when traffic is heavy during rush hour. Question 24. You've just been overtaken by this motorcyclist. What should you do if the rider cuts in sharply? Answer is A. Keep a safe gap. If another vehicle cuts in sharply, ease off the accelerator and drop back to allow a safe separation distance. Try not to overreact by braking sharply or swerving, as you could lose control. If vehicles behind you are too close or unprepared, it could lead to a crash. Question 25. When may you use hazard warning lights? Answer is B. When driving on a motorway to warn traffic behind of a hazard ahead. Hazard warning lights are an important safety feature. Use them when driving on a motorway to warn traffic behind you of danger ahead. You should also use them if your vehicle has broken down and is causing an obstruction. Question 26. How should you overtake horse riders? Answer is C. Drive slowly and leave plenty of room. When you decide to overtake a horse rider, make sure you can do so safely before you move out. Leave them plenty of room and pass slowly. Passing too close could startle the horse and unseat the rider. Question 27. What should you be prepared to do in this situation? Answer is C. Slow down and give way. Sometimes, large vehicles may need more space than other road users. If a vehicle needs more time and space to turn, be prepared to stop and wait. Question 28. The road is wet. Why would a motorcyclist steer around drain covers while they were cornering? Answer is D. To prevent the motorcycle sliding on the metal drain covers. Other drivers or riders may have to change course due to the size or characteristics of their vehicle. Understanding this will help you to anticipate their actions. Motorcyclists and cyclists will be checking the road ahead for uneven or slippery surfaces, especially in wet weather. They may need to move across their lane to avoid surface hazards such as potholes and drain covers. Question 29. Why should you reduce your speed when you're driving or riding in fog? Answer is B. It's more difficult to see what's ahead. You won't be able to see as far ahead in fog as you can on a clear day. You'll need to reduce your speed so that, if a hazard looms out of the fog, you have the time and space to take avoiding action. Traveling in fog is hazardous. If you can, try to delay your journey until it has cleared. Question 30. You're driving on the motorway in windy conditions. What should you do as you overtake a high-sided vehicle? Answer is D. Be wary of a sudden gust. The draft caused by other vehicles, particularly those with high sides, could be strong enough to push you out of your lane. Be prepared for a sudden gust of wind as you overtake large vehicles. Keep both hands on the steering wheel to help you keep full control. Question 31. Which vehicles should use the left-hand lane on a 3-lane motorway? Answer is B. Any vehicle that isn't overtaking. On a motorway, all traffic should use the left-hand lane unless overtaking. When overtaking a number of slower vehicles, move back to the left-hand lane when you're safely passed. Check your mirrors frequently and don't stay in the middle or right-hand lane if the left-hand lane is free. Question 32. Your vehicle broke down on the hard shoulder of a motorway, but has now been repaired. How should you rejoin the main carriageway? Answer is B. Gain speed on the hard shoulder before moving out onto the carriageway. Signal your intention and build up sufficient speed on the hard shoulder so that you can filter into a safe gap in the traffic. Don't push your way into a small gap or cause other traffic to alter speed or direction. Question 33. What should you do when going through a contraflow system on a motorway? Answer is B. Keep a good distance from the vehicle ahead. At roadworks, and especially where a contraflow system is operating, a speed restriction is likely to be in place. Keep to the lower speed limit and don't switch lanes or get too close to the vehicle in front of you. Be aware that there will be no permanent barrier between you and the oncoming traffic. Question 34. When would you use an emergency area on a motorway? Answer is B. In cases of emergency or breakdown. On some motorways, emergency areas are built at the side of the carriageway. If you break down, try to get your vehicle into the emergency area where there's an emergency telephone. The phone connects directly to a control center. Before rejoining the motorway, you must call the control center. A lane may need to be closed to allow you to rejoin safely. Question 35. You're looking for somewhere to safely park your vehicle. Where would you choose to park? Answer is D. In a designated parking space. It may be tempting to park where you shouldn't while you run a quick errand. Careless parking is a selfish act and could endanger other road users. Question 36. You're driving on a busy main road. What should you do if you find that you're driving in the wrong direction? Answer is B. Turn around in a side road. Don't turn around in a busy street or reverse from a side road into a main road. Find a quiet side road and choose a place to turn around where you won't obstruct an entrance or exit. Look out for pedestrians and cyclists as well as other traffic. Question 37. When may you stop on an urban clearway? Answer is C. To set down and pick up passengers. Urban clearways have their times of operation clearly signed. You may only stop to pick up or set down passengers. Question 38. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. No right turn. The no right turn sign may be used to warn road users that there's a no entry prohibition on a road to the right ahead. Question 39. Which type of vehicle does this sign apply to? Answer is A. High vehicles. The triangular shapes above and below the dimensions indicate a height restriction that applies to the road ahead. Question 40. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No stopping. This is the sign for a clearway. Clearways are stretches of road where you aren't allowed to stop unless it's an emergency. Stopping where these restrictions apply may be dangerous and is likely to cause an obstruction. Restrictions might apply for several miles, and this may be indicated on the sign. Question 41. You see this amber traffic light ahead. Which light, or lights, will come on next? Answer is B. Red alone. At junctions controlled by traffic lights, you must stop behind the white line until the lights change to green. A red light, an amber light, and red and amber lights showing together all mean stop. You may proceed when the light is green unless your exit road is blocked or pedestrians are crossing in front of you. If you're approaching traffic lights that are visible from a distance and the light has been green for some time, be ready to slow down and stop, because the lights are likely to change. Question 42. You're in a tunnel and you see this sign. What does it mean? Answer is A. Direction to an emergency pedestrian exit. If you have to leave your vehicle and get out of a tunnel by an emergency exit, do so as quickly as you can. Follow the signs directing you to the nearest exit point. If there are several people using the exit, don't panic but try to leave in a calm and orderly manner. Question 43. You're driving in busy traffic. You want to pull up just after a junction on the left. When should you signal? Answer is A. As you're passing or just after the junction. You need to signal to let other drivers know your intentions. However, if you indicate too early, they may think you're turning left into the junction. Correct timing of the signal is very important to avoid misleading others. Question 44. You've just passed your first practical driving test. What will you have to do if you get 6 penalty points on your license in the next 2 years? Answer is C. Retake your theory and practical test. If you accumulate 6 or more penalty points within 2 years of gaining your first full license, it will be revoked. The 6 or more points include any gained due to offenses you committed before passing your test. If this happens, you may only drive as a learner until you pass both the theory and practical tests again. Question 45. For how long is a statutory off-road notification, SORN, valid? Answer is D. Until the vehicle is taxed, sold, or scrapped. A SORN allows you to keep a vehicle off-road and untaxed. SORN will end when the vehicle is taxed, sold, or scrapped. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 46. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Waiting restrictions apply. There'll be a plate or additional sign to tell you when the restrictions apply. Question 47. What does it mean if you see this signal on the motorway? Answer is B. Leave the motorway at the next exit. You'll see this sign if there has been an incident ahead and the motorway is closed. You must obey the sign. Make sure that you prepare to leave in good time. Don't cause drivers to take avoiding action by cutting in at the last moment. Question 48. An adult casualty isn't breathing. To maintain circulation, CPR should be given. What's the correct depth to press down on their chest? Answer is C. 5 to 6 centimeters. An adult casualty isn't breathing normally. To maintain circulation, place 2 hands on the center of the chest. Then press down hard and fast, around 5 to 6 centimeters and about twice a second. Question 49. What could you do to help injured people at an incident? Answer is A. Keep them warm and comfortable. There are a number of things you can do to help, even without expert training. Be aware of further danger from other traffic and fire. Make sure the area is safe. People may be in shock. Don't give them anything to eat or drink. Keep them warm and comfortable and reassure them. Don't move injured people unless there's a risk of further danger. Question 50. What should you do if your trailer starts to swerve or snake? Answer is A. Reduce speed gently. If your trailer starts to swerve or snake, reduce speed gently to regain control. Do not accelerate or brake harshly. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.